Right, boys and girls, well, it's smelly vision time again. Whoa, my God.
If you smell that, you're going to know about it.
You will know about it. Now, what we've got in there is the magic stuff, the magic black gold.
Yeah, so that's just our comfort. Been in there a month. So now it comes out.
Festering down under its bricks. And Joe's got a decant for us now. This should be funny. He gets it on his shoes.
It'll be funny.
Oh,
If I can lift it up. So all that is just 3 bricks, yeah, because this is less than that is. So that can just stay on there.
this is just to filter the leaf, most of the leaf out, isn't it, mate? But it's heavy, that, man. We'll be alright. Oh, that's nice. That's good smell of the countryside there. Gee whiz.
God, that stinks to absolute high hell, doesn't it?
Yep. But you know, I don't think it's as bad as the nettle one that I did, because that was making me feel physically sick. That one.
Well, this smells like a bog that's been blocked up.
For about a month. But in constant use.
So all that's left now are all the leaves, the stems, the stalks, everything. Is that stuff. So all this residue now, I've got some pumpkins up at the back. I've got 3 pumpkins. So I'll roughly divide that into 3 and put it all around the base of the pumpkins.
Right, so that'll be a concentrated fertiliser of solids, won't it?
That's it. So when it rains now, it's obviously broken down, but it'll still get washed in down to the roots where the
plant needs it.
Where the plant needs it, where the pumpkins are. And then, if I get, it says, when I find one.
Look at it bubbling away there.
That'll do. Let's just put that.
Have you got a funnel, Joe? I've got a funnel if you need one.
I've got one, Tony.
Have you got one? So yeah, that's just going to be thrown straight onto the pumpkin. I think I'm going to do that with mine because I've got started another bucket over there. Should be ready next week. That. Here's Clive.
Good morning.
Clive of India.
Good morning.
He's coming.
Hello, gentlemen.
He's coming seeing how the elves do it.
Well, comfy.
Yeah.
Thought I could smell it down here.
It's a lovely aroma, isn't it, mate? That.
When I took the lid off mine, when I first did it blew my head off. It's the absolute fool.
I did the nettles a couple of weeks ago. That was horrible. As you can see, just being careful not to overspill it, because if it does overspill, then it's all over.
Well, yeah. But just pure concentrated comfort.
And what's the mixture you put in your watering can?
All I do, Clive, with this now, I'll put in like an inch from the bottle. Just an inch in that, and away I go.
And all you do is that, just your mixture, that?
Yeah, just an inch, because it's that highly concentrated.
I put a bit more in me. I put like half a bottle in.
Do you?
Yeah.
Bloody no.
But it seems to have been alright.
Well, sometimes if you give something too much stuff, you know, you can blow its head off. Because it's just had too much richness. That's what I think anyway. So you better feed him, because with this stuff I just feed him once a week.
Yeah, well I do.
Once a week.
I give them some extra salt. Now, what causes leaf curl
On what?
on tomato plants?
Well, it could be drying out, couldn't it? Or it could be it could be a nutrient deficiency, couldn't it?
Well, I've been giving them a bit of Epsom salts.
Yeah.
Just once or twice a month. Epsom salt.
What sort of? How do you do that? Do you dissolve it into the water?
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
How's I do? Couple of tablespoons, hit watering can, then just fill the watering can, then just give him that way.
Yeah. Just give it a bit of a top up with the Epsom.
Tip it into watering can first, then fill the watering can, then just swirl it round it watering can mix. It just gives it.
Yeah.
Because I always say your greenhouses now, you're going on about you've got leaf curl, but you've no shading at all over your greenhouses up there. When it's mad hot and blow dry and that sun's out, all that sun's flying into your greenhouse, isn't it? Right, that's my bottles full.
There's quite a lot of the liquor actually left behind there, isn't it?
What's that?
I say you've got you've only used about half as much as was in the bucket to fill those, what, 8, more or less 8.
But
No milk.
you want some comfy in your tea, Ken?
Yeah, all right.
A comfy tea. Good for your kidneys. It's not good for your kidneys, boys and girls. It's not good for anything apart from your plants, this.
How long have you left it ferment, George? A couple of weeks.
That's had 4 weeks now,
4
Clive.
weeks.
Oh, now for it. We're going to step back now. A delicate operation is afoot.
You managed, Joe. Right, so mate, try to score on me allotment.
Go and do it a bit, Clive.
I'll see you all later.
See you later, pal.
Be good. Bye.
You can't be good.
Be careful.
You can't be careful, buy a crab.
Yeah, that's the one. Invest in mother care.
So this now, there's 8 buckles there. There's an absolute load going in here. And this will see me out all this season on everything. And then once I've done this, I'll probably go and look at the comfy in the corner there, because it won't be far off for doing another mix.
I remember when you chopped it down, just show the people, that was chopped down very significantly, really. It was taken down quite low.
Well,
and it just bounces back, doesn't it?
Yeah, this is the comfy in the corner. So we took it down about 6 inches off the ground. So I'll probably now let it go, because there's no rush, you see, is there?
No.
If that's the height it is now, if it roughly gets this height again,
Up to the fence.
up to the fence, I'll just cut it down again. Everything will go in the blue tub again, and that's the second lot of comfy. And what doesn't get used,
Yep.
is a start for next year. But I'll just see how I go on, because like everybody, this greenhouse is full of stuff. The polytunnel's full. I've got sweet corn there, climbing French beans. As I said, that residue is going to go around the pumpkins, but everything I'll just get a feed once a week. And if you pick your day, like, feeding Friday, but just pick one day a week, and if you feed regularly on that day, then you know where you're up to.
So, what plants do you feed the comfrey to?
Well,
I know we do the tomatoes, but...
Well, I've got tomatoes, peppers, chilies, sweet corn, my grapes, and I've got a cucumber in there. They'll all get it.
Yeah.
Same in my polytunnel. But then I've got my sweet corn that'll benefit from it, but everything benefits from the comfy. So as much as the sweet corn is nearly 3 foot high on the other side, because there's plenty of nutrients and manure in the ground, yeah, once the plants start to exhaust some of what's already there,
Yeah.
it's a supplementary feed bed.
Yeah, it's high in nitrogen, isn't it, and phosphorus and
But
that.
like I've said before, the comfrey roots get that deep down in the ground. Yeah, really, really deep, 3 to 4 feet down. You might not think it, but it goes super, super deep down, and then naturally brings everything up.
Pulls the minerals out of the ground, doesn't
Pulls
it?
all the minerals out of the ground, and that's why it's pretty highly concentrated. I prefer that more than Tommy-Rite or all these
Yeah.
plant foods you can buy. There's nothing wrong with them. That's why they're made up. But I've always gone for
A bottle like that size, sort of 2 litre. Well, it's just shy of 2 litre, but a full 2 litre bottle of Tommy-Rite would be about £6, won't it? For a good,
yeah, it's going to be
a good commercial feed. Whereas this costs no pounds, no shillings, and no pence. A bit of time and a container. There's Joe's drying racks there for the alliums.
Yeah, there's garlic in there.
So what have we got? Casablanca and Germado on garlic.
And then we've got, at the end there is the sensei, the Japanese onions that I put in last Halloween last year.
Yeah.
So they went in at Halloween. They're ready, so they can all dry out. The garlic's done reasonably well. There's some good size cloves on them. But I'm just waiting for these just to die off and go soft. Because once they're totally dry, I'll then just go on. You can, all sorts of ways of doing it. But just plait them together.
Plait them or string them, can't you?
You can plait them and string them.
See, I don't know how to do this plaiting carry on.
So that is just, that's just plaited now. It's a bit like if you've got a daughter. You know when mum plaits your daughter's hair? So that's 3 plaited. There's 3 plaited there. If I just get 3 more, and it's only 1, 2, 3. Right. Round.
Oops.
He says
it's easier doing it on flat, isn't it?
Round and round and round. So all you're doing is over and unders. So that's that done. And then later on, when I've got a few, I can get 1, 2, 3. Are you with me?
Oh, and plait again with the plaits.
And plait again with the plaits. Yeah. So that.
I get you.
Yeah. And then later on, that'll get hung up. I'll cut all the roots off. Yeah. And they can just dry out even more. But you can't start plaiting them until these have gone soft and literally dried away.
Yeah, soft and dried out like straw.
Because these yet, they're still stiff.
Yeah,
they're still rock hard. But slowly they'll come round and die off. And then they'll all get plaited off. They'll get hung up. Now most of these I'll take home. And we'll put them in the garage at home. And then when Marge is in the kitchen and she's cooking and she's baking and she wants fresh garlic, away we go.
So it's a relatively cool, dry place you're going to store them.
That's right, yeah. Cool and dark. Cool and dark. Same with these. So once these have all died off, they'll get the roots cut off as well. And then they'll get plaited up. As will the onions. I'll get all them strung. But as yet, they've not all gone soft.
Yeah.
When the next. But they'll all be strung. They'll be took home, hung up in the garage.
Mine are drying off now as well, so. Yeah. But what I've done is I've probably done a mistake. I've trimmed them all off there at that. Well, because I'm not going to be plaiting mine.
Yeah. But I just let them totally dry out naturally, because if you've cut that off, yeah, well, ideally you want it all to die off and then cut it, yeah, rather than cut it too. But different people do it different ways. What's right for one isn't for another.
Yeah, different strokes.
So like I say, all I do is flat them up, cut those off, get a little brush, gently get any dirt off, and away we go.
Right. How's grapes coming on anyway? They're doing okay?
Great.
These are well trimmed and trained, these, Joe, in here.
Here, see? They're all
Nice bunches.
so they have been thinned out to make them so there's less grapes on the bunch. Yeah. But again, because as the main rod is coming along, there's buds or breaks every roughly 6 inches. So I've grown grapes on this one. Right. So the first one is being trimmed.
Because there's nothing on it.
Right. So first bud, nothing. The second bud, I had grapes on. Yeah. The third one, I don't want any. So I'm going every other one, if you like. So here was my next one. But again, they always send out new growth. So cut that off. So the plant now is only feeding every other one. You know, just because you're in control of it. So, grapes, miss one, grapes, miss one. And then here comes the young growth again, the extras. And all you've got to do is just have a little fiddle and take off the little spur that's coming off. That one. So here we go, just trim all the excess off.
There's a lovely smell of tomatoes in here.
Like in the corner here now, you see. Here's the bunches of grapes. So that's where the bunch of grapes is. So I'm gonna cut that off. Here's a little spur. Cut that off. There's the bunch of grapes again. Yeah?
Yeah.
Here's the spur coming away. Because that'll just carry on going and go ballistic. Just pinch that out. Some new growth at the top. We don't want that. So again, what you're doing is letting the plant feed the grapes. You've just thinned them out. Little bit like you thinned the tomato. That's a weak bunch, but it may as well stay there. But here's some more new growth coming. Pinch it off. Yeah. Back in the corner here. Spur we don't want. There's our bunch of grapes. And here's another leader coming that would just go rampant.
And continue to vine on, won't it?
Yeah, they'll just grow and grow and grow. And all you're doing is thinning your grapes out, or I thin them out, just like you thin your tomatoes out.
And then the vine feeds the fruit rather than the...
Yeah, so it's feeding the fruit rather than...
I'll get these ones for you.
Just peel it off. That's it.
Just as they're coming on.
That's it.
But it's doing nothing to actually assist with your fruits and your harvest at the end, isn't it? You just need to feed them grapes.
So the plant now is just feeding the grapes. It's not feeding
The foliage.
all the foliage.
Chuck it down.
Yeah, because I'll sweep all this after. But yeah, everything's coming on.
Yeah.
Some bonny tomatoes though, isn't it?
The fruits are coming nice, aren't they, on these? What are these, like Moneymaker, these ones?
Yeah, they're Moneymaker. I've got Moneymaker there.
Yeah.
These two are Gardener's Delight. That's that one, that row there where you are. Them's all Gardener's Delight. These are more Gardener's Delight. And then in the polytunnel, I've got Elsa Craig. And Joe again and his big leaves. Here's a massive big arm. Just go back to 2 pair of leaves. Here's another big arm. Now that's a foot long. Take it out. Because if you let all the great big leaves keep on growing, you can't see anything.
When they get to there, where do you check the growing stem.
Right, Luke.
Do you nip it out or do you let it carry on?
What I've done, I've just extended the line up to this.
Yeah.
Are you with me? So once this one now gets to the ridge, to the glass, yeah? Once it gets this high, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, about 6 trusses of tomatoes, cut the top off.
Right.
To stop it going, then it'll still want to it'll still want to push out the side shoots.
Yeah.
But then you just go along as you've been doing anyway and take the side shoots out. So the plant then is concentrating on your tomatoes, yeah?
And not putting on extra growth.
Yeah, because this one now is nearly up to the roof.
Yeah, that one's come out, hasn't it?
So that'll probably there's probably the last truss of flowers. So I'll just let those get established and then pinch it out again.
Right. All in the bottomless pots that go into the soil.
Yeah.
No bottoms in these.
No bottoms.
The roots go underneath.
Yeah.
Here's your peppers.
Yeah.
Cayenne.
There you go. There's your pepper.
Oh, here we go with a couple on.
There you go.
And down here. Yeah.
And here's your...
Oh, there's a Californian Wonder.
That's the California Wonder. So...
Oh, there's a couple on. There's another one on
yeah.
there. Hey, they're doing better than mine. They're more along.
Yeah. Loads of buds on. Flowers make fruit. Fruit make peppers or chilies or whatever you're going. So when you would go to Tesco or Morrison's and you buy your red, your green, your yellow peppers, yeah, this is what they are. But they're only babies at the moment. They're golf ball size. But get some more warmth on us and some more sunshine.
Green, yellow, orange,
yeah,
and then red. Here they go.
Like traffic lights. Just like traffic lights.
Green, amber, red, yeah.
But they're all getting fed once a week.
You're maximising your space in here though, pal, aren't you, really? Because although there's a lot of plants in there, because Joe's keeping them trimmed down and being efficient with the growth on them, so they're not crowding each other out, the sun can get through, can't it, then, and get to your tomatoes, which will help with the ripening. Because they're starting to turn, aren't they, these ones at the back here?
These at the back are just starting to turn.
Yeah, I like it, mate, that.
So the sun now and the light, so the sunlight can get directly at the tomatoes.
Yeah.
Because if you'd not thinned the leaves out, and as everybody knows, and lots of people don't thin the leaves out, but these now, the light is straight on. If it was hot and sunny, they'd be getting loads of sunlight, and it helps to ripen them off earlier and better. But the plant now, it looks straggly, doesn't it?
Mm.
It looks, well, it has been cut down, butchered, but for me, that's the benefit. There's the fruit, because it's feeding the fruit. It's not feeding all the bloody leaves that we don't eat. No, I don't like tomato leaves.
No, they're not top of my menu list.
No, you can't buy tomato leaves from them, can you?
They're missing a trick there, aren't they?
So that's basically this morning's job done. Bit of tidying up, bit of titivating.
You can't beat that.
It's a lot cooler today than it has been the last few days.
It is, isn't it? And I mean, it's come down to, it's about 11 degrees, I think it was this morning when I was coming through. I was driving up here.
And on Tuesday and Wednesday, Wednesday, we were getting 27, 28, 30.
It was red hot Tuesday, Wednesday, wasn't it?
Yeah. But
Sod's Law weekend comes, it's bloody freezing.
well, it's nature, isn't it? It is nature.
Yeah, she doesn't know I'm at work, does she, Mother Nature?
No. So there we are. So it's just, I'll put these away now because these are all ready for using. That'll go around the base of the pumpkins, yeah? And that can get used by the pumpkins.
Yeah, that's going to be filling them up with all the good stuff, isn't it?
The good stuff, yeah.
There's another polytunnel Joe's got in here.
Go and have a look.
I'll have a look, mate, yeah.
Great ramshackle. Shift that brick and flip that finger.
So these are base watered through the watering trays. Did you get it from Wilco, them trays, Joe? Wilco, I think, innit?
Yeah, I dropped on them, Tony, towards the back end. September,
Last year?
October, and they'd reduced them to £1 a piece.
Oh, right.
So
Because they're a fiver, aren't they, usually?
Yeah,
Something like
only a
that.
fiver. So, yeah, there was £1 a piece. So they had about 10 left, so I bought all 10.
Got a cucumber, that one.
Yeah.
I bet you've had a couple already off here, haven't you?
Tony, but
Oh, have you not?
yeah, but it's on the way now. There we are. There's our cucumbers. Yeah. But if it gets too...
Again, the grapes are in here as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
What was that one? Is it a
kiwi?
kiwi, that one?
That's
They take about 4 years, don't they, before they start making fruit?
So they reckon, yeah, but I've kept it relatively small. Yeah?
Yeah.
So it keeps sending out all these young leaders. But my idea is to keep it hopefully relatively compact. Yeah? To encourage it to just to flower and fruit. I don't think it will this year. But it's clean, it's healthy, nice leaves on it.
Yeah, it looks an healthy plant,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
so we'll just keep on.
It'd be good if you could get kiwi fruit. I don't think anybody else can grow that on here.
Well, I don't know, Tony, but unless you try, it's all about trying.
See, these are still doing well, aren't they?
What, the peas?
The peas.
Well, they've only been in about a month.
Yeah.
But they're all as clean as a whistle. They're bouncing up.
Not a mark from bugs on them, is there? At
Nothing's
all.
getting at them.
Oh, there's a few. I didn't even notice these ones here. Yeah. There's a nice fat pod. So we have that.
Yeah, try that.
Yeah, there's one. I'll swap you for that pod.
Like eating toffees.
Nothing wrong with them, is there?
No. God, they are tasty. And it's like us all, we all grow stuff here.
They're very peely, that's for certain.
We all grow stuff up here. I live a mile away. So my stuff comes straight out the ground.
Them's like a marifas, aren't they, them?
My stuff comes straight out the ground, it goes home, and half an hour later you're cooking it, prepping it, preparing it. So there's no mileage in it.
I did a good green soup last night.
Right.
Well, it was more of a brown soup, because I put carrots in with it as well. It was like a brown
So
colour.
we're playing here with a melon. We've got a melon there.
What's that, a melba or something?
It is. It's one I bought, I picked up. I can't read that.
Organ. An organ melon.
So we're going to try that and see what happens with it.
Yeah. I've got a melba one over there that's...
So what I'm going to do with the melon is, I'm going to let it grow up that cane so it gets 5 pairs of leaves.
Mm.
And once it's got 5 pairs of leaves, I'm going to cut the tip out then. And then because we've cut the tip out, it should start then sending out side shoots from lower down.
Yeah.
So if I can get 4 side shoots then from that main stem, they'll go on a cane. And then once I've got, because I'll put 4 canes round it.
And tie them round.
I'll tie the side shoots round the cane, and as soon as I get the flowers on the side shoots, yeah, a bit like the grapes, once it's got the actual melon on the side shoots, it'll still carry on growing. But I'll cut the tip then off the side shoot where the melon is, so the plant then is feeding the melon. It's not going past it to feed the rest of the...
Right, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm going to try that later on.
That's similar to what you do with pumpkins and that, isn't it?
Yeah.
I suppose it's a similar family of vegetable, isn't it? Nice one. I love these polytunnels, they're great, aren't they?
Because everybody uses them different ways depending what they're growing.
Well, mine's like a potting shed, and then on the other side it's the tomatoes and that.
Yeah. So that's this morning's job, pick away.
Everything's looking very lush, innit? We've had really good weather, and then it's gone... Well, I suppose there's no such thing as bad weather, is there?
That's the sweet corn at the back there, see, it's bouncing there.
Beautiful leaf on it.
And again, apart from prepping the ground before the sweet corn went in, yeah, but it didn't go in till the first week in May, so it's been in what, about 5-6 weeks? It's coming on nicely. And again later on, because they're big hungry plants.
Good evening, sir. How are you? Oh, yes.
Morning, Henry.
I see you brought the hound.
Ken's giving some Swedes away.
Now, I don't grow Swedes. We don't eat enough of them.
Do you want one?
Racist against Swedes, isn't he?
The white one.
I'll go and get one.
Yeah.
See you later, Henry.
So
That was
again,
Cooper Man, that.
sweet corn's going well. Climbing fence beans are going well. But later on,
Them's the elf beans, them, aren't they?
yeah. But later on, once they've exhausted as much as they can, give it a supplementary feed.
Right.
And if you've not got comfrey, yeah, just use whatever.
So
No
you-
more, whatever.
You use the comfrey then for a lot of vegetables. It's not just for the fruiting types, is it? It's a good mixed feed, a good strong mixed feed, really. Right, mate.
Right, thank you, sir.
Call it a day. Well, we can touch now, can't we?
Bump.
See you later, Joe. Thanks very much, pal.